Let me ask you something. Have you ever realized that a habit you thought was harmless was actually working against you? Today, I want to have an honest conversation about how you're treating a part of your body that deserves more care than you might be giving it. I'm Dr. Laura Bennett. I've been a urologist for over 15 years, and I've spent that time helping men over 50 understand how small daily choices shape their intimate health in profound ways. What I'm about to share might catch you off guard, because many of the things that quietly damage erections don't seem dangerous at all. In this video, I'll walk you through 10 common habits, things men do every day without realizing the harm, that can slowly weaken blood flow, dull nerve response, and drain confidence. By the end, you'll know exactly what needs to change and how to protect your vitality starting today. Let's start with mistake number 1, wearing restrictive underwear all day long. You might think that tight briefs or athletic compression gear are helping, keeping everything in place, providing support. But what feels secure on the outside can actually be creating problems underneath. When your underwear is too snug, it does two things. It compresses the delicate network of blood vessels, and it traps heat around your groin. And that heat becomes a real issue. Your testicles and penis are designed to function at a temperature slightly cooler than the rest of your body. That's not just for comfort. It's essential for hormone production, for maintaining healthy sperm, and for supporting long-term erectile function. When you stay too warm down there all day, your testosterone can start to decline, your tissues don't get the oxygen they need, and over time, your natural firmness begins to weaken. The damage happens slowly, so slowly you might not connect the dots until years later, when getting firm becomes harder, or when your energy and drive feel like they've disappeared. One of the easiest changes you can make? Choose underwear made from breathable materials like cotton, go a size looser, and at night, sleep without anything tight. Give your body a chance to cool down, to breathe, to reset. Think of it like finally loosening a belt that's been too tight all day. Only this matters even more. Second mistake, spending hours sitting without movement. This one is subtle, but it adds up. If your day involves long stretches of sitting, at a desk, in a car, on the couch, you're placing constant pressure on your pelvic region, on the nerves, on the muscles, on the blood vessels that support healthy function. And when your posture isn't great, when you're slouched, hips locked, spine curved, that pressure intensifies. Over time, this affects more than just your lower back. It starts to impact the very structures that make erections possible. Oxygen flow slows, nerve signals weaken, tissue health declines. The longer you stay seated without moving, the more your circulation suffers. You might notice your legs feel heavy, your back feels stiff, or more quietly, your erections aren't as reliable as they used to be. That's your body asking for help. The solution? Small breaks make a big difference. Stand up once an hour, stretch your hips, roll your shoulders, take a short walk. Even just a few minutes of movement restores blood flow to your pelvis, refreshes your energy, and supports better function. Both during the day and at night, these aren't luxuries, they're necessities. Third mistake, dismissing morning erections. Let's be honest, waking up with a firm erection isn't just a random physical event. It's one of the clearest indicators that your body is working properly. What people call morning wood is actually a direct reflection of several things: healthy testosterone, strong circulation, and a balanced nervous system. It's your body running a self-test, confirming everything is functioning as it should. So, what does it mean when those morning erections stop appearing, or when they become less frequent? That's not something to shrug off. It might be tempting to blame it on age, or stress, or lack of sleep. But a disappearing morning erection is often one of the first signs that something needs attention. It could be circulation issues, hormonal shifts, poor sleep quality, or even side effects from medication. Your body doesn't always send loud warnings. Sometimes it whispers. And this is one of those whispers. Instead of ignoring it, use it as information. Start paying attention to your sleep patterns, your stress levels, your daily habits. And if the pattern continues, talk to someone who can help. Because the sooner you respond, the easier it is to turn things around. Morning erections aren't just curiosities. They're windows into your overall health. Fourth mistake, over-relying on visual stimulation without real connection. This isn't about moralizing. It's about understanding how your brain and body adapt to repeated patterns when you depend heavily on visual content for arousal and release, especially when it's fast-paced, disconnected, and done more out of routine than genuine desire. Your nervous system begins to change. It starts craving more novelty, faster images, more intense scenarios, just to feel the same level of excitement. Over time, this floods your brain with dopamine, and your pleasure centers become less sensitive. What used to excite you feels dull. And when the time comes to be intimate with a real person, someone whose touch is slower, whose responses are natural and unpredictable, you might struggle to stay aroused, to feel present, or to get firm at all. This can feel confusing, even scary. Many men wonder if something's broken, but usually it's not a medical problem. It's a nervous system that's been overstimulated, worn down. Here's the good news. Your brain is adaptable. Taking a break from visual content, even for just a few weeks, can help those dopamine receptors reset. During that time, focus on real sensation, on breath, on touch without expectation. You're not losing something. You're reclaiming sensitivity and the ability to connect deeply. Fifth mistake, skipping recovery time after release. Ejaculation isn't just a moment. It's a full-body process. Your heart rate spikes, your pelvic muscles contract hard, your brain releases a flood of chemicals, and your nervous system goes through a complete cycle. Up, then down. What you do immediately afterward matters more than most men realize. If you finish and immediately go still, curling up, scrolling your phone, or falling asleep without moving, you're leaving your body stuck in that contracted state. Your pelvic floor stays tight. Your nerves remain tense. And sometimes, inflammation lingers. As you get older, recovery takes more care. Just like your body needs a cool down after exercise, it needs one after release too. Release. Here's what I recommend. Once you're done, take a moment to breathe. Stand up if you can. Let your hips move gently. Walk around for a minute or two. These small movements help flush fresh blood through your pelvis, relax the muscles, and bring your nervous system back into balance. Some men find that drinking water or taking a quick shower helps too. It's not about adding pressure. It's about supporting your body's natural recovery, and that makes the next experience better. Sixth mistake, using alcohol or tobacco casually. I hear this all the time. It's just one drink. Or I only smoke when I'm stressed. And I understand. These habits often start as ways to relax, to cope, to feel in control, but their effects on sexual health are far from harmless, especially after 50. Even small amounts of alcohol temporarily lower testosterone, dull your nervous system's responsiveness, and dehydrate your tissues. And tobacco? Even occasional smoking constricts your blood vessels, reduces nitric oxide, the very compound your body needs to get and maintain firm erections. The effects can be subtle at first. You might not connect one drink on a Friday to weaker performance on Saturday, but your body keeps score. The encouraging part? You don't have to quit everything cold turkey. Just cutting back, reducing frequency, finding healthier ways to unwind can make a noticeable difference. Your blood vessels can bounce back. Your hormones can rebalance. And many men are surprised by how much their energy, mood, and intimate function improve after just a month of cutting back. This isn't about punishment. It's about feeling alive again. Seventh mistake. Avoiding conversations about what's changing. This might be the most damaging habit of all. Not because of what it does to your body, but because of what it keeps locked inside. Too many men carry silent worries for years. They notice shifts in their desire, their sensitivity, their ability to stay firm, and instead of talking about it, they withdraw. Maybe they feel embarrassed. Maybe they think it's just part of getting older. Or maybe they're afraid no one will take them seriously. But here's the truth. Your body is trying to communicate with you. And the sooner you start that conversation, the easier it is to find real solutions. A urologist isn't there to judge you. We're there to listen, to understand, to help. Sometimes one honest conversation opens doors to answers you've been searching for. Things that can be addressed with a simple test, a small adjustment, or a new approach to care. Asking for help isn't weakness. It's one of the strongest things a man can do. 8th mistake. Depending on medication without changing the foundation, this is a trap I see constantly. A man starts having trouble staying firm. So he takes a pill. It works for a while, then he needs a higher dose, then it stops working as well, and suddenly he's stuck, relying on medication that isn't giving him the results he needs anymore. Pills weren't designed to fix the root cause. They assist. They help blood vessels relax temporarily, but they can't undo years of damage from poor diet, lack of movement, smoking, stress, or sitting all day. Your blood vessels are living tissue. If they're stiff, inflamed, or blocked, no pill will permanently fix that. And here's what most people don't talk about. The more you rely on pills without addressing the habits underneath, the more likely your body becomes resistant or unpredictable. You might notice more side effects or weaker results. That's why I always say, if you want lasting improvement, you have to go deeper, eat better, sleep better, move more, hydrate, breathe. When the foundation is strong, medication works better. And many men eventually don't need it at all. This isn't about shame. It's about reclaiming your power from the inside out. 9th mistake, neglecting your pelvic floor. Most men have no idea this even exists, but the pelvic floor is the hidden engine of sexual performance. These are the deep muscles in your lower pelvis that support your bladder, your bowel, and yes, your sexual function. They help you stay firm, control when you release, and even increase sensation. But over the years, especially if you sit a lot, live a sedentary life, or never train these muscles, they start to weaken. Strengthening your pelvic floor is one of the most powerful things you can do after 50, and it doesn't require a gym. You can start with breathing. Inhale deeply into your belly. Then as you exhale, gently lift the muscles at the base of your pelvis, like you're stopping yourself from urinating. Hold for a few seconds, then release. These small movements, done daily, reconnect your brain to the deepest part of your core. Add in some light hip stretches or walk with awareness, and the results can be remarkable. Men often report better control, stronger climaxes, and more confidence, all from muscles they didn't even know they had. It's quiet work, but it's deeply rewarding. 10th mistake, believing it's too late. Of all the beliefs that hold men back, this is the most heartbreaking and the most false. The idea that after 50 or 60 or 70, it's simply too late. That decline is inevitable. That intimacy, strength, and confidence are behind you. But I'm here to tell you, with everything I've witnessed in my years of practice, you are not done. Your body is still capable of healing. Your blood vessels can rebuild, your hormones can come back into balance, and your vitality can return. What it takes isn't perfection, it's attention. Kind, consistent attention. It starts by noticing where things have slipped and gently choosing to change. Maybe it's an extra 20-minute walk today. Maybe it's swapping one heavy meal for something lighter. Maybe it's starting a simple breathing practice or speaking to yourself with more kindness when things don't go perfectly. Healing doesn't always announce itself with fireworks. Sometimes it arrives quietly, through small actions repeated with care. You are not too late. You are exactly on time. And your future doesn't have to mirror your past. Every man I've seen improve, whether in stamina, performance, or confidence, started in the same place, with a choice to stop believing the lie that it's over. Your next chapter can be your strongest if you're willing to believe it's possible. These 10 habits might seem small, but together they shape everything: your energy, your performance, your connection with yourself and your partner. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this: your body isn't a machine, it's a living system that deserves attention, care, and patience. And when you start treating it that way, everything changes. Thank you for being here today. If this resonated with you, I encourage you to subscribe, because on this channel, we talk about men's health after 50 with honesty, with science, and with deep respect for your journey. I'm Dr. Laura Bennett, and I want you to know your best years don't have to be behind you. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video.